Eddie! They're fighting. I don't know what's going on. There's something here. That's fine. What are we talking about? Welcome to the iBot control station. Disconnect iBot. Yeah, send shutdown. Send the iBot a shutdown command. Shutdown command. Yeah, disconnect. Send. iBot has successfully shut down. Reconfigure the iBot's targeting systems. Yes. I don't know what that is. Stop it. I am very slow. I don't know if there's a timer here. Because he probably triggered everything. I don't know what these do. That doesn't matter. Hey, what's up? Oh. Nice. Okay. That works out. Stim packs for the win. Okay. Oh, I'm really... What happened? Oh, I have stim pack sickness. I need drugs. Chem... It's, buff out. Good. Stop it. Oh, there's another one. Stop it! Don't know what I'm doing here. Hi. Did you die? I think you died. Are you all invisible? Or are you all spawning? Okay. Oh my god. Medical iBots. Okay. We have a couple of things here. Disconnect. Disconnect iBot power, reconfigure targeting systems. I don't know what that did. No, optional. Disable Ulysses' iBots. I suppose that's okay. There's everybody else, though. Are they spawning? Can't be spawning, right? My leg is crippled. Why does it show deal with the Ulysses? Did the quest bug out? I think the quest bugged out. Ooh, look at that. Oh, Eddie, fight them. Okay. What are we looking at? Is there a thing in here? No. Eddie, fry them. Fry them good. That grenade. Oh, we did it. The courier. We just had to kill these guys. So they didn't spawn. They weren't spawning. Okay, this footlocker has nothing despite being right next to the thing that's gonna end the thing. This terminal is already engaged in its countdown sequence and the abort code has been overridden. You might be able to change the missile's target or accelerate the countdown and launch the missile immediately. So, I can target both the NCR and Caesar's Legion. I can target Caesar's Legion territory. And I can accelerate the countdown and launch the missiles at the NCR. At the NCR. Nah. I'm gonna cancel the thing. Attempt to cancel the launch. Let's do this. The abort code is encrypted with an incredibly advanced pre-war capital P, capital W military encryption sequence. You'd have to be a code-breaking robot to crack it in time. Yes, ask Eddie for help.
Experiment log 369248/A. iBot Duraframe Universal Interface Override System. This is Dr. Whitley presiding. Initial tests of the override system are promising. Against unsecured or lightly encrypted targets, the iBots have a 98% success rate. More heavily protected systems are still problematic. Military-grade encryption presents a very real possibility of critical overload of key systems. We've stopped tests before any robots were destroyed. But if we don't address the problem, our iBots will fry themselves hacking military networks.
Are you saying you can stop this missile? But Locke said that this kind of encryption would kill you. Better you than me, let's do this. He's gonna fry himself. Oh, it's the explosions that don't mean anything again. There it is. I think. Yep. Yeah. Did he do it? Run! Oh, crap. I'm not very good at that. Also, my leg's broken. I think.
At the end of the struggle, only one courier remained in the heart of the divide. The true courier. Courier 6. The courier tore the ancient flag of the Commonwealth from its cables and cast it over the corpse. Though whether done as a sign of respect or in anger for what had been endured to reach this moment, that is unknown. Interpretation is something best left to history, and only the surviving courier would ever know for certain. As for the courier, he turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes. Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
Yep. And we are going to do the main missions after. The divide broke cities, flayed skin from bone, and threatened to destroy the world, but you survived it and stopped it. You can put a single point into any of your special attributes. You also gain reputation with the followers of the Apocalypse and the Brotherhood of Steel for stopping another Armageddon. And Brotherhood of Steel likes me because of that. And we can get an extra point of strength. Thanks for that. What do we have? Is this the message? Courier's Duster. For 1 extra luck. Old Glory here as well. Red glare. Oh, didn't I carry the red glare with me? No. No. I'm actually going to carry the Fist of Northrar. We can leave those behind. I really don't need the antenna either. We have Pushy. Yeah. So, Ulysses' duster. Ulysses' final message. And the radiation mask over here that I am indeed carrying. So the courier duster is different. Right. What's the final message? I am a jerk. And I just say bullcrap because I think my voice is good.
Last tape, last message. In case you best me. If you're hearing this, you have, through blood or word, this message and all that lies with it. It is for you, courier. If you want to know the why of things. This world, I've walked a good part of it. I stopped only because of you. What you did gave me pause. Long ago, I crossed the Colorado, the first among the Legion to see Hoover Dam in all its glory. An old world wall, yet bridging two sides. And beyond it, a symbol of a two-headed bear. An idea great enough to challenge Caesar himself. Might kill him taking it, whether he won or lost. The bull needs to fight, needs the challenge. Without it, it falters, dies in the dust. Might be a lesson there, in you and me. Leave the thought behind the message to you. My message is this. The destruction that has been wrought at the Divide, or elsewhere, if you couldn't stop me, it can happen again. It will keep happening. If war doesn't change, men must change, and so must their symbols. Even if it is nothing at all, know what you follow, courier. Just as I followed you to the end. Whatever your symbol, carry it on your back and wear it proudly when you stand at Hoover Dam.
What a weird, surreal DLC. It is so weird. I saw you from back there. I don't know why you were doing that, though. What are you? Are you just a normal coyote? Having none of this. What a weird thing. Just Dan obsessed with the war never changes bit, which was always supposed to be like a throwaway line at the beginning of the first movie. Never supposed to be, was never written to be like a morale or anything. And then this guy is just like, he's so full of his shit. He's so full of shit. It's incredible. Anyway, we need to go fetch our companions in the Lucky 38. Veronica?
What's up?
I think we're going.
Let's go make trouble.
Eddie. Hell yeah. Let's do this. And I think I can ask him to repair my weapon. Yes. We still didn't do the other ones, though. And he shouts it like the other one. Okay. So, in the wildcard side quest, we can inform Yes Men that I've fixed the White Glove Society's cannibalism problem. Yes. I can also inform Yes Men that the Omertas are hostile to you, also by me killing them. Inform Yes Men that you convinced the Great Khans to leave the Mojave. I tell Yes Men that the Boomers have vowed to support you. Return to Yes Men and tell him that Boomers can be ignored as well. And tell Yes Men that you're familiar with the Brotherhood of Steel and wish to ignore them. Yeah, that they're basically gonna go down, which is their fate since Fallout 1. So, just normal. Because the other mission is to report back to Mr. House for further instructions. So first we go to the S-Men. Emily, I'm not going to do your quest, I'm sorry. Because that means Mr. House is going to be upset, and I must protect Mr. House with all my lives. That's where we're going. Yes, man, you're out here?
Don't you just love that platinum chip? Buzzes with power and possibilities, doesn't it? If I were you, I'd almost want to deliver the chip to Mr. House, just to learn all its tricks. That is, unless you want to bring the NCR or Caesar's Legion to power. I wouldn't want to tell you what to do.
Yes, you wouldn't. So, let's talk about the tribes I should get to know, and I'm gonna do air quotes as I say get to know.
Please, go on.
The Boomers have vowed to support me.
Really? Talk about diplomatic skills. I mean, just not getting blown up was a success. Now they'll only blow up the right sorts of people. That's what matters. That's 1 down, 4 to go.
I convinced the Great Council to leave the Mojave.
Maybe they'll be devoured by giant scorpions. All sorts of things could happen to them out there. That's 2 down, 3 to go.
I spoke to Marjorie and Mortimer. I say leave the White Glove Society alone.
Say no more, say no more. If you say they're good, they're good. That's 3 down, 2 to go.
I know the Brotherhood. I want them left alone.
Okay. Consider them forgotten, along with the projections that predict they'll be our biggest enemy. Forgotten. That's 4 down, just 1 to go.
I do wonder if they will be. Anyway, I know enough about the Omertas to know that I want them left alone as well. Mostly because they're dead.
You got it. I won't say another word about them. That accounts for all the tribes you needed to get to know. As soon as Mr. House is out of the way, things will be great. There'll be so much I can help you accomplish.
If something happens to Mr. House, I may be in touch.
I'll be waiting right here.
I'm not gonna do that though. As I said, protect Mr. House, which also means that we're gonna report back to Mr. House. There are so many quests that the game takes forever to parse through them all. When I select it, it just takes forever. The lag is incredible. I don't know that you can tell when I click. I can tell you when I click. Let me do that the next time. But the time between me clicking and I need to go penthouse. Yes, the time between me clicking and it actually happening. Ooh boy. So I got Marilyn and Jane. Hey Marilyn. You don't talk. Jane does, though. Hey, Jane.
Well, hello, Sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
Who takes care of my snow globes?
You do?
Thank you. Well, I guess that's it. Yep. You and your ellipses at the end. I need to look at my snow globe. Excuse me?
Be advised, the Lucky 38 is not open to the general public. Trespassers will be shot. Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry about it. I do get shot every once in a while as well. Mr. House.
I take it you've come to deliver the platinum chip?
I have some questions to ask first.
I'll be happy to satisfy your every curiosity once the platinum chip has been delivered.
This is a real shame, actually, because I wanted to know about Mr. House before, when I played the game the first time around. I did it on camera as well, as I said before. But his refusal to not accept talking to me without the platinum chip, it just upset me. Not so fast, Mr. House. We need to discuss payment.
Our terms were clear. Now that you have the chip in your possession, any attempt to renegotiate payment would be tantamount to blackmail.
You want the chip? Here it is. And I'm gonna give the platinum chip to Mr. House.
Such a small thing, isn't it? And yet so capacious, so very dear. Decades of hiring salvagers out west to search for this little relic in the ruins of a place called Sunnyvale. Back then, anyway. That's where the chip was printed, on October 22nd, 2077. It was to have been hand-delivered to me here at the Lucky 38 the next day. But the bombs fell first. Suffice it to say, the delivery was never made.
What does the chip do exactly?
Yes, so far as you've seen, all it does is change the picture on the Securitron's face screens from policemen to soldiers. But as you'll see, some things are more easily shown than told. Take the elevator all the way down to the bottom level, and you'll see what I mean. Don't worry, you'll like what you see. We have much to accomplish, you and I.
Do we? What am I looking at?
Step closer to the demonstration area, if you would. I expect you're well familiar with my Securitrons by now. The titanium alloy housing that protects its electronic core deflects small arms and shrapnel easily enough. Its X-25 Gatling laser, produced to spec by Glastinghouse Inc., is deadly against soft targets at medium range. And for close-range suppression or crowd control, the Securitron is armed with a 9mm submachine gun. All of this you probably already knew. What you did not know is that these are the Securitron's secondary weapons. All this time, my Securitrons have had to get by running the Mark I operating system, which lacked software drivers for their primary weapons. Today, with the delivery of the Platinum chip, all that changes. Behold, for the first time, Securitrons running the Mark II OS. The M235 missile launcher gives the Securitron the ability to engage ground and air targets at significantly longer ranges. And a rapid-fire G-28 grenade launcher ensures the Securitron is deadly in close-range engagements. The software upgrade also includes drivers for the Securitron's highly sophisticated on-board auto-repair systems. Altogether, the Mark II software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit. The city of New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it. Return to the penthouse now. We have much to discuss. Trips to the basement are rarely so educational, don't you think? I've since broadcast the upgrade to every Securitron in range of my transmitters, and I must say, it's causing quite a stir down on the Strip.
Why show your hand like that? Now your enemies know what you're up to.
I'm surprised you can still underestimate me after everything you've seen. I haven't shown my hand. I've shown one card. I've given my enemies a single provocative datum upon which to fixate. They have no idea what other cards I'm holding. It's a strong hand, believe me. I dealt it to myself.
Huh. You think the Securitrons can defeat Caesar's Legion and the NCR?
Why would I want to go to war against the NCR? They're my best customers. If their leaders weren't scheming to steal Vegas out from under me, I'd have no troubles with the NCR at all. The foundation is laid. My Securitrons on the Strip are upgraded, and those at the fort ready for action. Now it's just a matter of adjusting the attitudes of some lesser groups while we wait for Caesar's Legion to attack Hoover Dam.
I'd like to ask some questions.
What did you want to discuss?
You do know Caesar is dead, right?
By my calculations, his death will affect the shape of the battle for Hoover Dam minimally, if at all. The Legion's aggression will outlive Caesar. Indeed, they'll try to take the dam as a tribute to his memory. Given a year, they'd have him deified. But by then, the Legion will be breaking down, riven by internal conflicts, a monster consuming itself. It's irrelevant. In the short term, the Legion is still monster enough that defeating it will make me look powerful indeed. What else did you want to discuss?
How will the NCR defend Hoover Dam?
General Oliver's strategy, or tunnel vision, as I like to call it, has been to mass troops at Hoover Dam. He wants to outfight the Legion in a straightforward slugging match, and then, when they rout, pursue and destroy them in detail. A crushing, decisive victory of this sort would overshadow the tactical ingenuity of Chief Hanlon's defense 4 years ago, you see.
Yeah, so I've heard. What's your battle plan for the dam?
A good deal should be obvious to you by now. I won't spoil the rest by talking out of turn.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to discuss?
Did you know I killed some white gloves who were eating their customers?
Cannibalism was strictly forbidden in their contract. If some of them broke that stricture, they deserved whatever punishment you dealt them. What else did you want to discuss?
Were you aware that the White Glove Society used to be cannibals?
Yes, of course. But refraining from those dietary practices is a primary requirement of their contract. They've been good to their word. Put together one hell of a resort hotel, too. From what I hear, I'd want to eat at the Gourmand every night, if I were ambulatory. What else did you want to discuss?
If you were ambulatory. So the nature of Mr. House's person is weird. Because naturally we're talking to a computer. But is Mr. House the computer? There's no reason to believe it is. Because, you know, I'm talking to a computer right now as I say these words. And naturally, I'm not talking to computers, I'm talking to people. And the computer's talking to you through, I mean, I'm with my voice. But it's me who's saying it, so it could be the phone, depending on how things work. But the point is, he's specifically saying, he's not saying things like, if I could eat, or if I had need of eating. He's saying if I were ambulatory, which means if I were mobile, if I could move. But not necessarily in the means like he's paralyzed, but rather in the means that maybe he's just stuck in his room up here, the room that we missed. But that's a big clue right there.